Hello everyone, today we are going to say about the hierarchies in SSAS cubes. So before going to the hierarchy, I want to explain you the scenario, or what is the use of hierarchy, and how if we create a hierarchy, what will happen. So let's take I have a data in a table for 2010. For 2010 I have a data for month 1, like it's a Jan. I can say it's a Jan. Next I have data for April. I have a data for December. And in Jan I have a data for first and second. In April I have data for 1st and 25th. In December I have data for 12 and 30. This is what I have a data. On Jan, in the first day I got sales of total I'm not going with the individual record. I'll sum the data at that. On Jan 1st I have two records, like I have a record 1 like sales ID S1, which is having a data of $20, ID and amount. Next, sales ID 2, which is having a $30. Next, on second day I am having sales order 3, which is having $30, sales order 4, which is having $50. And here I'll give sales order 5, S5, which is having a quantity of 100. On 25th I have a sales order 6, which is having a quantity of 150. Then in December on 12 I have a sales order of S7, and it has a quantity of 20, like sales amount is 20. On 30 I have a sales order S8, it has a 30 as a amount, and it has a sales order 9, it has 20 as a amount. So far so good. At the back end in the database I might have a dimension. So under the date dimension, generally I'll have the year. One has displayed. If you see here, if I open a Visual Studio, you can see it here. Under the date I have the calendar quarter, calendar semester, calendar year, date, key, English month, this all. They are shown as a different columns. Now same year too. Date I have the year. I'll have one more with the month. I have the day. So first what will happen? For the year, what first for the day we'll go with the like one after the other. We'll go with the day. What the system does, whatever data I got for the day, it will sum it up. So on the day 1 the amount is 50. On the day 2 the amount is 80. This is the month 1. And again for the month 2, day 1, it is the amount is 55, or it is 100, and then it is a 150. So it will sum for each individual day. I have to do it here. So it's 100, and day 25 it is 150. Next again on the date, this is for different month. 12 it is 20, and for 30 it is 50. Date 30. So this is the way how it is being stored. It will calculate, it will aggregate the data for each day and store it in a database. Now for the month 1, what it does for the month is, it will take all the records, it will sum it up for all the months. So first it will take all the records for the month, it will sum it up all the amounts, and it will keep the total amount for the month is 130. That is the month 1. Then again same with that is January, and then you will have again April. April it does the same thing. It will take all the records for the April, it will sum it up 250. And next we got the December. December also same. It will sum it up, sum all the amounts, and it will store. So the total amount is 70. Good. For the year, what it does at the year level, it will aggregate all the data for that entire year. It will take all the records for the year, and then it will sum it up 20, 30, 30, 50, 100, 150, 20, 30, 20. So the total amount will be sum equal 450 will be your total amount. This is at the year level. Now you have to observe one thing. At the day level, you are calculated. When it goes to the month, the system, what it does, it goes to all the records and it calculates them. Why it needs to go up? Because already you have aggregated the day level. It can just sum that amount 50 plus 80 and it can store it, right? It will not do that, because it doesn't know any relationship. It doesn't know anything that okay, day is a part of the month. The system doesn't understand that. Same with the year. For the year, what it is doing now, it is taking all the records for the year, it is summing up and doing. Instead of that, you can just sum at all the amounts for that month, and that will be your year total. The system is not in, because system doesn't know anything. For that purpose, what you will do, you will create a hierarchy, make system know that on the top you have the year, under the year you have the month, under the month you have the day. So what it does, on the day level I got 50, 80, 100, 150, 20 and 150. So what it does, it takes only the records which are there in that month, and it will adds them. So I got 130. It will not go at the detail level, because already you calculated the day level, so it will not go at more than that, below that. For the year, already you calculated for that month, so it will not take all the records, just it will go, okay, what are the aggregations you have the month, it will sum it up and it will show as a total as 450. Like unlike the previous one, for the when you want to calculate the year, it is going to get all the records again, but here it just uses the calculations of the month and it will sum the amount for all the months. That's it, you'll get the amount for the month. That's what use of the hierarchy. And by using the hierarchy, the system will be fast, like it's a performance effective, because there is no need for the system when it's calculating the data for each year, month, day as a separate one. That itself, year it uses all the records and it sums, month also it uses all the records for aggregating or summing the data. But when you use the hierarchies, it will just use the month level data, whatever the month level data you have already added, it will take the data and sums up, aggregates at the year level. That's it. That's the reason you are saying the time here, and the system also will be faster. Now we are going to see how to create a hierarchy. Now the best example we are going to work on is the date. Okay, date is a one, and apart from the date hierarchy, you will also have some other hierarchies like customer. Customer hierarchy might be a like customer, then where the customer is located, or else you can have the which the customer is located in which region. Okay, and that region belongs to which state or which country. That all you can, whatever ways you want, you can create it. Like there is one more called product. You'll have the family of a product, then subfamily, and then you'll have the what are the products are assigned to the subfamily, you'll have that. Then you'll have you can have one more hierarchy for the locations. You'll have the country, under the country you will have the states, under the states you can have the cities. Okay, that's what we can create hierarchies for different stuff. So first thing, the best example is a date one, because date has more features. Sorry, we'll go with the date one. So how to create hierarchy is, you can see here, if I if I move my arrow to the date, you can see create hierarchies in non-parent child dimensions. Means the suggestion is, the blue one is nothing but it's not an error, it's a suggestion. It's a suggestion for us what we have to do to increase performance of a cube. For this one, what we are going to do is that we are going to create a hierarchy. How to create hierarchies? You can see a window here, hierarchy window. For that, we'll just drag and drop. The high level is calendar here, I'll drop it. Under the calendar here, you'll have the semester, I'll drop it. Under the semester, you'll have the quarter, I'll drop it. Under the quarter, you'll have the English month name, I'll drop it. In case if you mess up, you can drag and drop one over the other, automatically you will get that. Now I have the hierarchy created here. Good. So far, so good. What I'll do, I'll process the cube. Yes. Yes. Run. Close. Now I have my cube processed. What I'll do here, I'll go to the browse. After going to a browse, I'll reconnect it, so that, because browse is nothing but you are accessing at the backend, you are accessing the cube, right? Now I open, I have all the hierarchies. I have the hierarchy, but I have to rename it. I'll go to the dimension structure again. I'll rename the hierarchy. I'll rename it as a date dimension, or date dimension, or date hierarchy. I have renamed it. After renaming, again I have to process it, because any changes you make, you have to process that hierarchy. I'll again process it. Now I'll be seeing the date hierarchy, the name as date hierarchy, because it will not take much time. It has very few records, so it will be faster. But if you have some millions of records, then it is going to take a lot of time, because there are some dimensions which has some like more data. I'm done with this. What I'll do now, I'll go to the browse. See, even though it is there, it is not changed. So for the reason, I have to reconnect it, so that it will reconnect to the cube again. Now it got changed. I'll have the hierarchy and I'll have all the columns. Apart from the hierarchy, whatever the columns I have, I'll have it. If I select the hierarchy, this is what I have selected. Now you can see the levels. It has a year. Under the year, I have the semesters. Under the semesters, I have the quarters. Under the quarters, I have the months. Okay, this is what I got, and this is at the lowest level I have, and month is the one lowest level. And in the month, you can see I have Jan, February, March, which is not sorted. We will come to that in a few minutes. We are good. This is what the hierarchy is. Now again we'll go to the dimension structures. Now you can see there's a warning on the hierarchy. If I move my cursor there, it shows attribute relationship does not exist between one or more levels of the hierarchy. Okay, this might result in decreased query performance. That one we are going to see it. What does it mean? Means have the hierarchies, but there is no relationships between them. For that purpose, what I have to do is, see, what is a year? Year is the one which you have. You are good. Okay, year is where you will have the year, and then year will be the single. So year is highest level. You will have the year 2010, 2011. Good. When you click on the semester, what is a semester? The second level, semester. Semester is nothing but it's a part of a year, right? Every year will have the semester. So you have to make the system to know that. How you will be knowing is, you can select this calendar semester. You can come down. Then you have the key columns here. Expand the key columns, and here in the key columns, you got the calendar semester. Then, because this calendar semester is a part of a calendar year, select it and move it and move up. So you have the calendar year and calendar semester. This way how you are going to work. At the same time, that is a collection. Now system will confuse. Okay, you had given the calendar, you have given multiple columns here, like you will have the level of calendar year and semester. This semester is a part of every year. Every year will have the semester. You are given, so far so good. But the name, it will get confused, because in the key columns you are given two columns, calendar year and semester, but the name will confuse which one to take. So that's the reason you have to give the name also. Name is nothing but the calendar semester. I'll select the calendar semester. Done. I'm good with this. Now next is calendar quarter. I'll go to the quarter. The same thing I'll do with the quarter too. In the key columns, I'll have the calendar year, move up. Then I have the calendar semester, move up. So year, semester and quarter. Okay. Now I'll have the same thing year too. I'll have the calendar quarter. Okay, done. That's what I'm given. Done. Next, I have to go with the English month name. I'll click on the month. For this, what we will do, we will not give any name column. Just we will give the relationship and see what the error will be. Calendar year. I got the next. I have the calendar semester. Next, I got the calendar quarter. Then I'll have the English month. I'll move down. Done. That's it. Now what I'll do, I'll not keep any name column. So when I'm not given, the system will throw an error. It says that the name column should be defined because there are multiple key columns. It will throw an error here. Red means error. For that purpose, I have to give the name column. That's what we did for the other two. Now I'll go here, and that is nothing but the English month name. English month name. So English month name. We got it. Done. Now I have everything given. We are good. So now if I save it, if I process the cube, what will happen? Still I have the relationship, but there will be some issues that I am going to show it to you. Processes, yes, because the hierarchy is not complete with this all. If hierarchy is nothing but not dragging and dropping, you have to create you have to uh, create some relationships, then only you will be having the hierarchies created properly. That's the reason you can see some warnings here. I'll process the cube now. Yep, done. Mm-hmm. Now one more thing I have to see now. I have processed the cube. Good. So far so good. I'll go here. I'll reconnect the cube. Done. Now even though after doing that, that is the best way to create an hierarchy. Okay, that's the best relationship we have to give for each and every attribute. What is the parent? Then only the data will be stored properly. But even though after doing that, now my months are not being ordered because I have to get first as January, because they are ordering in the alphabetical order, but I want to order them in the numerical order, like first is January, next is February, third is March. How to do that is, I'll again go back to the dimension structure. I'll go to the English month name. So what the system does is that in the English month name, if you see the key columns, what are the key columns? I have date, I have the, okay, this is not, sorry, I have selected the wrong column. Yeah, key columns. I have the year. So the system takes the year, it will go to the semester, it will go to the quarter. In that quarter, it will get all the months and sort them in the month level. But before that month sorting, I want to sort it at the with the integer month. Jan is nothing but the 01, so that should come first. For that purpose, I need to get one more column, month number of a year. This is nothing but Jan 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I have to move this to the top order. So what will happen in the quarter, this months will be sorted. Under the month, you will have the names displayed. That's the way how I am going to do it. If I that's the I have it, I'm good. Now I'll process the cube. Yes, and hierarchies, we have some more few concepts that we need to cover. We can break the video and we can cover it in the other video. Good, we are done with the cube process. Now if I browse it, that's where I can see it. I have to reconnect the cube again. See, now we are getting that months sorted. This is the way how you are going to do that hierarchy sorting. Now we have still more issues. We have few more issues, that is attribute relationships, that is not does not exist. That one we need to take care. And if you see the there, avoid visible attribute hierarchies, for that all we are going to cover in the next video. Thanks guys, see you, we'll meet in the next video.